Hi. Today I'm going to be showing you how to... Okay, take two. Hi. Today I'm taking time off my beautiful Michigan August afternoon. Delusion is preferable to despair. So this guy weighs in at 6 pounds. So I'm probably looking at about 3 pounds of copper. Check, copper prices go up and down all the time. See how much it is. Get yourself one of these. This is a bench clamp wire stripper. I cannot stress how badly you need one of these. This thing will probably save you 2 hours per extension cord. And the only way to make this really time effective and cost effective, I probably want about 10 of them. And this is my procedure for when I've got a bunch of these in bulk. Strip the outer wire first. There's going to be 3 wires in here. Also, don't do the little 2-pronged extension cords. There's just nothing in them. The wire is paper thin. It's just not worth your time. But do all of the big ones. Put all that in a pile. There's going to be 3 wires in here. Individually strip all those wires. Rip those off. So it's a very compartmentalized system. Don't stop and start, stop and start, stop and start. Do one wire size at a time. So the first thing you do is to, I just use some basic wire cutters. Take them, grip them, and just kind of snap them off. I go through, I don't even know how many of these. I throw them in a bucket. So in the end, I just have a drop in the bucket. But it is brass, and it can potentially add up if you do a lot of these. Don't bother digging the little wisps of copper and brass out of there. You'll end up with like 30 grams, and you'll spend an hour doing it, so why bother? Take this guy, flip it off. That's recycling. Now, the way I like to do this is there are 3 rollers that are adjustable here and a single cutting tool. Kind of just drop this guy down, and if I have a kind of an anchor point that kind of helps guide the feed, that makes my life that much easier. I think I paid $35 for this on eBay, and it has made me hundreds. So I love it. Just keep your wire nice and centered. Take it tight, but don't have to kill it. So once I've got it all nice and clamped in, take the bottom one and just raise it up, and that's how I get the tension I want. You want it to just cut the wire. Cutting the top here, but not necessarily shredding the wires inside. Sorry, cutting the rubber, but not the metal, because that's going to make little spindles, and it makes it harder to get the damn thing completely stripped. Plus, this is a really good upper body workout. I'll be good for a time lapse. What do you think? Whew. That's actually coming out pretty good. Often there is some kind of rope fibers like hemp in here, but in this particular case I got lucky. So now I have my 3 wires, and now the easiest way just to unspool this guy, I'm always saying it, when I'm not saying it I'm singing it, a bench vise is an absolute necessity for absolutely everyone who wants to do absolutely anything. just the outer coating. It's perfectly fine to throw these in recycle bins, so your waste costs are whatever, you know, basically it's gas money. Now you got these three to go. You could just do this by hand, kind of like that, which gets really annoying about foot number 2. My personal method is to skip ahead about a foot, find a specific color, in this case black, kind of yank them through, skip ahead about a foot, foot and a half. Any longer than that, and friction will kick in. You won't be able to yank them out without damaging them. Damaging them isn't a problem. It's just that if you keep these in long strands, this is more time effective. So now that I have my individual wires completely separated, it's time for wire stripping number 2. If anybody ever asks how you making money these days, stripping. Feed it through. I like to use pliers for this part. So good. Screw your anchor to keep it straight. A tiny bit. There it goes. Time lapse. People who go to the gym are idiots. Twist it up so it's secure. Bench, vise. So that came out pretty good. At this point, that whether you're planning on using it or selling it, neatness does not count. So after all that, I ended up with what's called copper 1, or shiny copper. How much did I get? Okay, I got almost 3 pounds, so my 40 to 50% metal weight actually does hold up. Took me 22 minutes, so once I got a good rhythm going, conceivably I could have done 3 of these in an hour. Again, it's only really worth it if you have a lot of these. This was a 100-footer, so this one's actually kind of unusual. Actually, the 100-footer is easier because once you get it going, it's a little bit more time effective. That's really it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. If you want to help me out, please subscribe.